Alright, good afternoon to everyone, good evening to everyone. My name is Abiodun. Today we are going to be talking about NodeJs email, how to send your email through NodeJs. Okay, so let's create and let's start. Remember, we're still working from our folder NodeJs work. So we're creating one function and we're labeling it NodeJs. Let's say email. NodeJs email. Let me just join it. NodeJs email.js. And I've saved it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is to install the node mailer through your terminal. So you open your terminal, new terminal, then we would install node mailer. That's npm install node mailer. Npm install node mailer. And we click on it. Okay, it's already installing. So we're going to take a little time. Once it's done installing, we can now proceed. Okay, so this is it. You can see added one package in 1 minute. So it has been installed. So now we go back and we start making the requirement. Var, I'm going to var node mailer. Let's require node mailer first. Require node mailer. That's the first one. Then we're going to call on transporter too. Transporter. So just like a pathway, that's like a channel through which it's going to send every mail. Node mailer dot create transport. It's creating transport. And who is the service? I am using, let's say, Gmail. Service Gmail. In quotes. Gmail in quotes. Then who is the author? You open a bracket. User. Who's the user? So the mail you have that you want to use in sending the message at gmail.com. Password, you're going to fix up the password. Yes, you're going to fix up the password. Then we'll go to the next line. So let's call val mail options. Mail options equal to from you fix the mail at gmail.com. Comma, next line. Two. Where are you taking it to? You fix the mail you want to send it to. Let's say yours at gmail.com. If there are more, you have multiple mail you want to send it to, comma, you go through it again. Next, the next mail at gmail.com. You still have another one, you just keep including it. Next again at gmail.com. So you keep including it till you get to the last one. Then you have subject. Let me see why this is here. Okay, let me still include first. Let me just continue. Subject. What's the subject of the mail? Let's say a new mail. Then the next thing is what? Text. Sometimes if you don't use text, you can use HTML. Yes, you can use HTML. Then you put it in quotes and you have thanks for attending our world class mentorship program. Yes, this is a text, but once you start including some basic functions, it becomes HTML. At that point, for example, if I have a B, so I'm trying to bold in it. So if I put this as, now it will no longer be text, it will now be HTML. I can use it as this. So the effect of this board would take place. Yes, the effect of the board will take place. Then I can now go further to say the transporter now can send mail. The transporter can send mail. So having the transporter to send mail, I will just check on this function. Then I have closed that. Then I go to the next line. I say okay, transporter dot send mail. Transporter dot send mail. Then I have mail options. Open your brackets. I have mail options. Mail options, comma. I have a function. I'm calling a function, which is a callback function. Error. If there is an error, or the info. If there is no error, the info moves in. Info moves in, and if the info moves in, you have a curly bracket to take what? The if error. If error comes to play, console.log, there is an error. It will display console.log. It will display there is an error. There is an error. We'll close the bracket. Then you move and say else. If there is no error, console.log should display console.log. What would it display? Email sent, once there is no error there. Then I have this. So this is what I'm looking at. So if there is no error, if there is error, it will display what do we have there? There is an error. It will display there is an error. If there is no error therein, it will display mail sent. Mail sent. So once the mail is being sent, then you see that there is no issue attached to it. There is no issue completely attached to it. So let me see why it's having these 2 points. I'm looking at why this error. I think it should be a double dot. I think it should be a double dot. Okay, so let's checkmate it as a double dot. Okay, so with this now, if we have a mail that we've actually expressed completely, that is with a functional mail, yes, if you have a functional mail, then it becomes very easy for us to send the message and you see it from NodeJs. You see it pop up from NodeJs and it will do the job. So let's save this and let us run. Let's see how it will display. But I doubt it will, if it will really log on to it. So that is what we are looking at. So let's save and let us see NodeJs email .js node. Now can you see it? There is an error. That's why it displayed. There is an error. Now, why would there be an error there? If you look at it, the mail, they are not registered or standard mails or stuff like that. Extra to constant and enclosed. Okay, look at it. I'm not having a specific or a definite mail, so that is why it just went further. All the functions there are correct. Look at it. It just went further to this and displayed there is an error. So, but if there are no errors there, it will just show you mail sent. It will just show you mail sent. So that is how it works as far as this is concerned. So we're going to be adding a class here. So we're going to be looking at Node.js and connecting it with MySQL. Remember that we've worked on MySQL. So we're going to be connecting both of them together. Alright, see you in the next class.